Hello, welcome to our channel. Today we're going to dive into one of the most impressive and impactful stories in the Bible, the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, found in Genesis 19. Before we start, I ask you to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any details of this video. It is essential that you follow each part of this story, as it offers us valuable lessons about justice, morality, and the consequences of our choices. Get ready for an intense and revealing journey. Let's understand together what this biblical passage has to teach us. The visit of the angels to Abraham. It was an ordinary day when Abraham was sitting at the entrance to his tent in the heat of the day. Suddenly, he saw three men standing near him. Recognizing that they were angels of the Lord, he ran to meet them, prostrated himself, and asked them to stay. He offered them water, food, and a place to rest. During the meal, one of the angels announced that Sarah, Abraham's wife, would have a son, even though she was sterile and advanced in age. Sarah laughed in disbelief, but the angel reaffirmed God's promise. The purpose of the visit revealed. After the meal, the angels arose and headed towards Sodom. Abraham accompanied them, and the Lord revealed his purpose to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah because of their great wickedness. Abraham, in his compassion, interceded for these cities, asking if God would spare the righteous who lived there. God promised to spare the cities if he found at least 10 righteous people. Arrival in Sodom. The angels arrived in Sodom at dusk, and Lot, Abraham's nephew, met them at the city gate. Lot, recognizing the importance of the visitors, insisted that they stay at his home. He prepared a banquet and welcomed them with hospitality. However, the men of the city, of all ages, surrounded Lot's house, demanding that he hand over the visitors to be abused. Defense of the angels. Lot went out to speak to the men of the city, begging them not to do such evil. He even offered his virgin daughters in place of the visitors, but the men refused. When they tried to break down the door, the angels pulled Lot inside and blinded the attackers. They instructed Lot to gather his family and flee the city, as it would be destroyed. Lot's escape. The angels hurried Lot, his wife, and his 2 daughters to leave Sodom. They were told not to look back and to flee to the mountains to escape the destruction. Lot asked to take refuge in the small city of Zoar, and the angels granted his request. They left in a hurry, as imminent destruction approached. The destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah. At dawn, the Lord rained sulfur and fire on Sodom and Gomorrah, completely destroying the cities, the entire plain, all the inhabitants, and all the vegetation. The cities were consumed in divine judgment for their extreme wickedness. However, Lot's wife, disobeying the angel's instructions, looked back and was turned into a pillar of salt. The refuge in Zoar. Lot and his daughters arrived safely in Zoar. The small town was not affected by the destruction that fell on Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot, still shaken by the loss of his wife and the sight of destruction, tried to start his life over with his daughters. Zoar became his new home, a temporary refuge after the catastrophe. Lot's daughters. As time passed, Lot's daughters, fearing that they would not find husbands to maintain the family line, got their father drunk and conceived children by him. The eldest had a son named Moab, and the youngest had a son named Ben-Ammi. These children became the ancestors of the Moabites and Ammonites. Abraham's reflections. Abraham, watching from afar the smoke rising from the destruction of Sodom and Gomorrah, reflected on God's justice and mercy. He remembered God's promises and the importance of righteousness. Abraham continued to live in Canaan, trusting in divine promises and God's justice. Lessons from destruction. The story of Sodom and Gomorrah teaches us about the gravity of sin and the justice of God. She warns us about the consequences of living a life far from divine principles. The destruction of cities is a call to reflection and repentance, reminding us of the need to live according to God's will. May we learn from this story and seek a life of righteousness and justice. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Share your thoughts in the comments and don't forget to turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos. To the next.